we'll do a two-shot and then we'll get some individuals. Well, that's why.
First of all, what brings TIFF out here to Los Angeles?
For years in Toronto, we've been celebrating the best Canadian films and the best Canadian talent of the year with something called Canada's Top 10. We decided, why not bring this down to LA? There are so many Canadians working in the film industry and the television industry here in Los Angeles, writers, directors, actors. We want to celebrate the best of Canadian talent right here in LA.
And what went into selecting these specific films for this 3 days?
Well, we do 10 features and 10 shorts as a part of Canada's Top 10 when we do it back in Toronto. We've decided to pick films that weren't already seen here. So, for instance, there were other films by David Cronenberg and Xavier Dolan that were a part of Canada's Top 10 this year. Those have already been released in the U.S., but these are films, In Her Place by Albert Shin and Felix and Mira by Maxime Giroux, that are brand new, haven't been seen in L.A., and we thought the audience here would want to see them.
Now, you watch a lot of movies.
I do, yes.
And what have you seen that has been changed as far as TIFF goes in the films that enter the Toronto Film Festival? What has changed in the past few years? Has anything changed?
Well, we're opening this year with a film by Jean-Marc Vallée, a Montreal filmmaker, called Demolition with Jake Gyllenhaal. And I think his career really shows you the evolution of Canadian filmmaking. He began years ago. We showed all of his early films. He's now an international director. He's working with big Hollywood stars. Of course, he directed The Dallas Buyers Club and Wild, and has directed so many actors to Academy Award nominations or wins in the case of Dallas Buyers Club. And I think that growth, that trajectory, that's what Canadian cinema is doing these days. Directors get to practice and to train and hone their craft in Canada, and then they become global directors.
And what is about Canadian films that you think that resonate with a more international audience? What is it that they tap into?
Do I think the thing with Canadian filmmakers, if you're growing up in Canada and learning to become a filmmaker there, it's not just Hollywood that you're immersed in. Of course, we're seeing all the Hollywood movies, and we love those movies and those stars as well, but we're also seeing films from Europe, from Asia, from all over the world. A city like Toronto or Montreal is such a diverse city, and I think the filmmakers feed on that, and you see a more international mix in their filmmaking. We are so proud of Taylor Kitsch. I mean, he really is one of the most successful actors who's come from, in his case, British Columbia, come from Canada, made such a success for himself here in the U.S., both in television and in film. What I like is that he goes back to Canada and will make a film like The Grand Seduction as well, even though he's already a big Hollywood star.